140. This is only the 6 darts in. No excuses needed. Well, not yet, anyway. Welcome to another darts video. So this is now episode 12 of my mission to become a professional darts player within 18 months. Essentially, I used to be a Unicorn sponsored player, and they used to sponsor the best players like Phil Taylor, Raymond van Barneveld, James Wade. They used to do all the dartboards, and yeah, they were basically the big name in darts. That was the slogan. And I want to see if I can get my form back. I essentially gave up darts just due to a lack of confidence, and yeah, we know darts is a tough game mentally. I have to say it's a very tough game mentally. 90% of it, I think, is up there. And let's be honest, at times we like to blame everyone else but ourselves. But it was only me. I can only blame myself. But I do want to kind of look today at excuses, because there's some very common excuses that darts players use. And maybe they're valid, but maybe they're not. And I want to test a few of them today. So there's 3 that I want to test. Essentially, one of them's going to be hands being too cold. So is that really something that affects darts players? I've heard a lot of people talk about certain venues where their hands are too cold. Wind affecting the way the darts go in the board. Obviously you can understand that different weights of darts and things like that can certainly play a role. Couldn't remember what the third one was there. Hadn't planned this well enough, had I? But the third one is whistling, and that is a very common one at the moment. A lot of the crowd, obviously in the PDC, whistle a lot, and it is quite off-putting. I know this from experience, but does it really affect a player from winning or losing a match? Is it really playing that big a role? Or ultimately was the better player just the overall winner in the end? So they're the 3 we're going to look at. So we're going to look at cold hands, wind, and whistling, and see how much they affect my performance, essentially. Will they really affect my performance? And I'll give my thoughts. So we're going to start with the first one. We're going to do cold hands. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I've put a bit of ice in the sink. I've got the sink just below. And now I'm putting some cold water in as well. I'm just going to immerse my hand in that for about 5 minutes to make it really cold. Right. Let's see what that's like. Oh, that is cold. I hate cold hands, by the way. I'm one of them, though. When I used to play darts quite a lot, I've always had cold hands. It's that kind of fight or flight. So because you were nervous, or because I was nervous, it meant that all the sort of blood just went from my hand. So I think I had some hand warmers, like those little temporary ones, but it didn't really do anything. I used to give people basically a massive shock when I shook their hand. They were like, wow, your hands are like ice. So yeah, I'm probably quite used to this, but of course I'm not nervous. I need to make it a little bit colder. Right, hold it for a little bit longer. 5 minutes has gone by. I've got one really cold hand and one that's warm. That's not very nice, but I need to dry my hand off properly as well, because sweaty hands are another big issue as well. I used to have I know Simon Whitlock used to have a powder as well, but I didn't like the powders. It didn't work for me. Right, here we go then. Game on. I'm going to go do a leg of 501. Just then give my overall thoughts. Apologies, I can hear my mum's music downstairs as well, and probably doesn't help throwing in a big hoodie. Already making more excuses. My hand is absolutely frozen. I'm not taking this hoodie off now. Oh. 92. Second dart was terrible. Problem is, where I'm still throwing a little bit to the side, always worried about clipping my hood. See, look at all these excuses, and this isn't even deliberate. So anyway, 409. Oh, see, I hit my shoulder then. I probably trod over the ocky, but I've just hit a thumb. I'm going to have to take this hoodie off, by the way, but definitely improving at the minute. Now I've kept the same darts, I'm seeing an improvement. I'm going to take this off. 309 after 6 darts, though, not bad. Oh no. See, now it feels weird not having a hoodie on, which is why you should be practicing what you're wearing. That was 30, so 279. Come on, Harry. Oh no. Oh, shovel 19 last start. So 278, 259, 202, 77 score. That's 12 darts. That's not too bad. Oh. Oh no, don't say that. Oh, last dart save. Treble 18. So 54, 57, 58. So 144. My hand is warming up now though. 55, so 89. Get this into it'd be 20 darts. That's not too bad. Oh, he says. Oh no. Oh. Got tops left. Look how lucky that treble 15 was. Right, let's get this leg one. So Harry, you require 40. Oh, in one. First dart. So yeah, 22 darts there. Now, obviously it wasn't quite a proper test here in terms of the cold hand because my hand was warming up. Because ultimately, let's be honest, darts players aren't putting their hand in water. So if it was like an aircon in there, it would have stayed constantly cold. So the fact it was warming up certainly helped. It's also something I'm more used to, and we all have different sort of tolerances, let's be honest, to the cold, whether that's just exercise in the cold or playing darts in the cold. So yeah, that one, I'm okay with cold hands, I can cope with that. How about wind? So I'm going to open my windows because it's very windy in the UK at the minute. I'll show you. Right, so the shutters are opening and the windows are open, but you can see there's quite a breeze from the trees at the moment, and that's really coming in onto my dartboard. So it'd be interesting to see if this affects the flight of my darts. They're 23 grams, and yeah, we're going to do another leg now. We'll see how it goes. $55. Now, to be honest, my darts seem to be going in okay, but it's not really windy at the moment. It's kind of gusty, so at the moment that's okay. We'll see if it changes though during the rest of the leg. 132 after 18 darts. Oh, 52, 80 left. To be honest, I'm throwing pretty solidly, and that certainly means they're going in better. Oh. 42 left. Now, of course, if I had lighter darts, and I do have some very light darts, 14-gram ones, they probably... Oh, no. That would definitely affect how they go in. But it looks like I'm going to be okay with this. I can really feel that breeze coming in, though. Right, double 19. There it is. The unorthodox 42. But yeah, you can probably hear that wind outside, and you can see my tops blowing in it. So I'm pretty happy with that. As I said, it's one of those things, wind, where I can understand why players moan about it. And some people might say it's the same for both players, but of course, some people are very flighty with their throw. I think Luke Littler's got quite a flighty throw. Then other players have got really solid ones and or heavier darts, like Ryan Searle, who's got 32 grams. So yeah, definitely a valid one. I think 23 grams and the way I throw, though, got away with it there. But yeah, time to do the final one, whistling. For the last one, I've just filmed myself for about 34 seconds, I think it was, of whistling. I've tried to do it sort of different times as well, because let's be honest, when the crowd whistle, they don't just do a long and that's it. It's very irregular. It's normally when a player's trying to throw at a final double. So let's see how off-putting that is. I'm going to just play it. It's going to repeat as many times as it can. And yeah, we'll see how distracting it really is. Game on. Oh. 60. It's very annoying, but it doesn't sound like the whistles you get in the darts pots, does it? $79. But it is off-putting because I'm expecting it to come. And this is the other thing. Darts players sometimes, they may not whistle in the crowd. Best of all, please. they may not whistle in the crowd, but because you're expecting it, you sometimes hold back on your throw. So I'm going to see how it goes, keep doing the leg, and yeah, let's hope it's still not too bad. But that whistling is annoying. More because it's me. Oh, right, 80 left, 55 scored. Oh, I went top to top, 78. 71. Oh, that's bad, 15. For the scoring, it's not been too annoying because it's just rhythm scoring. But now I'm sort of having to move around the board. It's very annoying. And think about certain targets, it is getting a lot harder. So I can see why, particularly as I said, nearer a double, this is so annoying and so distracting. I'm still going in this leg, 30 darts down on double 5. It's really putting me off. Oh, that did put me off. It's not expecting it, because even though I'm listening to it on a loop, it's still irregular times, and I'm expecting it when I release the dart. Oh, got it. I'm so glad I can turn that whistling off now. So, distractions in darts. Do players have a point? Well, I certainly think with the whistling, absolutely. And of course, as we've seen, and the big reason the PDC has been so successful is it's become this big party. It's alcohol, people dressing up. And yeah, that I don't see that ever changing. And I think cold hand and I think wind can definitely affect players. We've seen darts go in all sorts of weird angles. That being said, I actually played all right today. And I think a lot of that is because I'm feeling more confident at the minute. There's no two ways about it. A confident player sometimes can overcome those things. When you're lacking confidence, you notice the extra whistle, you notice maybe the slight change in the breeze, or your cold hands, or whatever it is, a player walking back slowly. And I think it is definitely a little part of an excuse for some players, and certainly for myself. I've made plenty of excuses today, even taken my hoodie off because I felt like it was restricting me. So there's plenty of things, and we always sometimes do look for a get out. Eventually, though, I think form will still tell. I don't think there's ever going to be a case of a player that doesn't achieve, they don't make the top because of whistling. I think it's just going to be something players will have to deal with over time. And if you've got the game, I still think the best will get there. And hopefully that's what's going to happen on my journey to becoming a professional. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Be another darts video again at some point next week. And yeah, hopefully see you there for that one.